Welcome everyone to the ESG Youth TGAF JA India Lead Company of the Year Competition 2020. We are delighted to have you all here with us. Can we have round of applause in the chat box? Are we all excited? Great. The Youth Entrepreneur Business Competition is in partnership with the US-based JA Worldwide and the Global Education for Leadership Foundation, with the mission to create an entrepreneurial mindset and work readiness in the youth of today. Through this competition, we seek to empower the youth to become problem solvers and job creators instead of job seekers. This year, we witnessed extraordinary entries from students all across the country, presenting to you a glimpse of some of the student companies and products in TGAF JA Company of the Year Competition 2020.
Today, the world is facing a huge energy crisis. So,
Hi, I'm Sanskriti from the Stoor family in Haryana. I want to travel to different states. Do you know why? To spread happiness and showcase our culture. You want to know my story?
At the Stoor Private Limited, we produce handmade eco-friendly dolls which can be used as decorative pieces for homes or
To make India Atmanirbhar, we are providing this wide range of dolls to fulfill this need. The social obligation of providing employment to the economically weaker sections of the society is also being fulfilled. We are giving a boost to the traditional handicraft industry, and we are contributing to the Prime Minister's vision of being
Very nice initiative towards sustainability.
Wow, nice doll to play with.
One of the major causes of deaths in India is the number of road accidents which take place every year. More than 4.5 lakh road accidents take place every year, out of which over 1.
AutoSight is a lane vision enhancement system which helps to avoid such accidents.
Future plans are concerned, the initial fund will be raised in the form of gifts through friends and family. We will also be conducting a crowdfunding campaign. The remaining portion of the funds will be raised after setting up a legal entity through investments from angel investors and venture capitalists.
My name is Kriti Chatterjee and I'm the current COO and MD of Smask. In a world where products like smart TVs, smart watches and smartphones have such high demand, we need smart devices for our health, which is the most important part of our well-being. Hence, our team has integrated infrared sensory technology systems into our masks that can detect fever within a 6 feet radius.
The pavilion aims to start a customized clothing brand. We will include customized t-shirts and hoodies.
Based on profits earned by the sale of our first stock, a 10 to 15% rise in marketing funds seems feasible.
1 billion animals are butchered every year for flesh and for meat.
Effects of animal leather and its production and importance in the fashion and automobile industry, we prepare a brand Hoku, which consists of several products produced using vegan leather. Even though we start at a small scale, we believe in making even a small difference and wish to eliminate animal cruelty and pollution to end.
The formation of this company was definitely not a cakewalk. From getting an idea to measuring its feasibility, we surely took our own time in the beginning, trying to adapt to the differences and opinions.
Back in March, when Corona started, many other women like Anita lost their jobs, who were either sole earners of their family or partners contributing in their household. So we decided why not to pick up a problem which help us to empower the
अमान भैया मुझे काफ़ी नई नई चीज़ें सिखाते हैं. मैं काफ़ी खुश हूँ इन लोगों के साथ काम करके और इतना मुझे कोई बर्डन.
We at Cell intend to be part of a solution, take individual responsibilities and preserve this environment.
Whenever there is an opportunity, there is certainly sometimes always a product. Yes, weed overgrowth. This is how we at Shaftab are solving this situation through a business model. First need to analyze what's driving our business. Mainly two things: a tremendous increase in pollution of water bodies and a certain lack of organic solutions to the agricultural needs of middle class people.
Our business idea connects the wireless charging industry with the automobiles industry, and the problems that we solve, one, are pertaining to the fuel-driven vehicles that
We wish to set up our exclusive charging stations and also tie up with automobile manufacturers so that we can install our product.
Take a flashback to a few months ago. It would be the middle of the night and your friends would have just called you to play a game of Ludo. And in a few short minutes, this harmless virtual game brings out a winning passion in you. I bet you would want to experience that again. But how about on a bigger scale where the stakes are high and on games where you can actually show off your talent? Enter the Concilium Esports League. You can do fabulous crosses on FIFA, make brave dunks on NBA, or try to be the last one standing in Warzone. The opportunities are endless.
This event aims to foster a strong culture of sophisticated thinking and gives budding debaters a chance to break out of the shell and become leaders.
We tend to provide a new board game that could guide children towards reducing their screen time and also increasing their knowledge about their own state as well as the whole country. Our options were limited and we had to produce everything on our own. Our total revenue was rupees 8,000 with a total expenditure of rupees 5,500 and a net profit of rupees 2,500. The November and December sales are expected to be like this according to the past sales.
We urge you to roll and explore the vast diversity of India through our board game Bharat Darshan, proudly presented by Indianism. Namaskar.
Wow, can you believe these were our young 16, 17-year-old students trying to solve problems through their creative and innovative ideas? I'm sure after this, the judges, the guests, students, and teachers are eagerly waiting to hear them out. So let's not keep you waiting. But before that, some competition guidelines and rules. Here are the competition guidelines and rules for the competition today. 4 representative students from school student company to present at the national finale. Each student company to pitch for 4 minutes. A warning sign will be given at 3 minutes. After 4 minutes, the representative from the student company will be muted. We request all the presenting teams to enable the closed caption option, which Katya just explained. The panel interview with the judges will happen once all the shortlisted student companies have pitched their ideas. School student companies will move into Zoom breakout rooms for their panel interview with respective judges. The duration of the panel interview will be 10 minutes. We would request our esteemed judges to keep to the time limit. Thank you so much. If there's any clarification in the competition guidelines, please feel free to write it in the chat box. As I mentioned earlier also, it was no easy task for our judges to select 12 student teams who displayed exemplary ideas and innovation. However, a decision had to be made.
Our 12 teams that have made it into the national finals after the round 1 selections, where we had schools across India sending in their business plans and the business ideas. These are the top 12 teams as displayed and as you can see on your screens in front of you, who will be competing with each other for the National Winner Award. Students and teams and judges, to just let you know that the winning team goes into the Asia Pacific International Round of the Company of the Year competition, which will happen in 2021. So get geared up and be ready to impress as well as to define what your vision and your company is all about. Over to my colleague Rahul to introduce our esteemed panel. And as I was saying to my judges in the breakout room, this year we have got the gender bias right. We are so proud to have almost all ladies panel on as our judges. Over to you, Rahul, to introduce our esteemed panel.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Agreeing completely with you. Today, I feel delighted to have 7 jury members with us for this competition. And it is my great pleasure to introduce all of them. We'll start with Ms. Bhakti Vitlani. She is the founder and CEO of Big Spring, a lifelong skilling platform. Bhakti also sits on the board of governors for JA Worldwide and co-chairs JA's Learning Experiences Committee. Under her leadership, Big Spring has been selected by the World Economic Forum as a technology pioneer in 2020. We welcome you, ma'am. Next, we have Miss Lords. She's a social entrepreneur working in the cancer care space. She has over 6 years of sales and marketing experience in various industries, but her personal hands-on experience as a cancer caregiver exposed her to the journey of a cancer patient. She, along with her friends, set up Sabra Care Trust and Sabra.Health to help patients, health experts, caregivers, and communities to navigate through their cancer journey. We welcome you, ma'am. Next, we have Ms. Priya Prakash. She's a healthcare entrepreneur and the founder and CEO of Health Set Go. She's been recognized as Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia and India Healthcare and Sciences and has been recipient of the Global Citizen Prize, Cartier Women's Initiative Awards, and Unilever Young Entrepreneur Award, to name a few. Under her leadership, the organization in a span of 4 years has become India's largest healthcare organization for schools. We welcome you, ma'am. Next, we have Ms. Rajul Kothari. She is a partner at Capital League, a 15-year-old private wealth management firm based in Delhi, NCR. Rajul is one of the most experienced in her field with nearly 25 years of fund management and private wealth management experience. Under her leadership, Capital League has won several national awards and prides itself for being a 15-member all-women team. We welcome you, ma'am. And now, Mr. Sukrit Malik. Sukrit is the founder of Energia, a data-driven energy company which invests in reducing the energy consumption and emissions. Before founding Energia, Sukrit worked at Fidelity Labs. He holds an MA from the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy in International Energy and Resource Policy. We welcome you, Sukrit. Ms. Swasti Bagri is the co-founder and CEO of Positive.Gifts, a young startup on a mission to spread positivity, inspiration, and human values through creative products, gifting ideas, and now also through hashtag Gift Positive movement that was launched earlier this year as a way to fight the negativity spread by COVID. Swasti served with Infosys after her BTech and further launched Positive.Gifts. We welcome you, ma'am. Next, we have Ms. Shreya Bubna. Started her career as a journalist. She is passionate about driving social impact. She has 10 years of work experience in the development sector and has worked with development organizations such as World Resources Institute, ICICI Foundation for Inclusive Growth, and Oxford Policy Management, to name a few. She holds an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad and has completed her master's in development economics. We express our gratitude to all our 7 jury members for joining us today. Thank you so much for taking out time and being present here.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you very much, Rahul. We will not keep you wait now. So we'll have the first team of the TGALF JA India Lead Company of the Year competition now. The first team is Delhi Public School, Badgaon, Srinagar. We welcome you, team. Shortlisted teams, also please note that the pitches will be in random order. So please keep an eye on the chat box where my colleague will be putting up the next team which goes. We once again welcome Delhi Public School, Badgaon, Srinagar.
Greetings, judges. We will be representing our company, Shifaf Tabdeel or Shiftab. The iconic world-famous Dal Lake, pride of Kashmir, a sight to behold. But this, not so much. You see, there is a problem here. That Dal Lake has been degenerating due to excessive weed growth, which has led to a spiral declining of health and beauty, as well as the destruction of the fragile ecosystem. And also, there is a problem in the market that it fails to cater to demands for organic solution for people's energy and agricultural needs, which means that there is a lack of supply of organic fertilizers and fuels at the commercial level. Now, we as a company try to find solutions that affect the society and the environment in a positive manner. We look for those little cracks and gaps that help us to achieve our goal. We believe in working with the local society for the betterment at the ground level. Over to Ryan.
We eventually found a way to fix both the problems, and that's by developing a business model that works on incentivizing local boat owners to clean their Dal Lake. We then utilize their efforts to produce biogas alongside organic manure, products that the market demands. So now, how does it work? Here's a brief three-step description for you people. One, buying the weed overgrowth extracted from the lake. We buy the weed on a weight basis and hence induce faster extraction. This way, we also generate employment for the boat owners worst hit due to a steady decline in tourism. Two, once the weed is extracted, we transport it to our processing facility where a remarkable class of bacteria work upon it and decompose and convert it into biofuel. The byproduct obtained shall be marketed as an organic fertilizer. Three, purify, store, and transport the products via retailers to their final destinations, our health conscious consumers.
Now, for the successful execution of this business model, we as a company ought to know the details, or rather the complete details of the costs we'll incur during our business operations. Our revenue expenditure will consist of firstly and quite obviously the raw material, that is the weed, the aquatic one, not the narcotic one. Transport is another obvious expenditure. We will also require maintenance for our bioreactors and cylinders. Labor will be required for loading of bioreactors and filling of cylinders. Packaging expenditure shall come in the form of cylinders and compost bags. In the capital expenditure, we have the lease of the land and the heart of our operations, the bioreactors, along with the gas compressors and the pressure control system. Our revenue model will be a simple markup one. We'll sell our biogas in cylinders through distributors and the compost manure through retailers. The retailers and the distributors, they will act as a bridge between the consumers and us as the producers. Additionally, an e-commerce presence will help us to increase our outreach.
Here is a brief SWOT analysis for our business model. As for our strengths, our products have high demand due to their efficiency, low cost of production, and newer market. We have two product lines as well as government support because of our environment-friendly nature, which also makes us crisis-proof. We also have some weaknesses. The production cycle is slow and we lack economies of scale, even though the initial investment is large. There is low customer interaction because of the indirect distribution channels. Our opportunities lie in collaborating with the government and local societies. We have a variety of raw materials we can expand to, and there is expected to be higher demand in winters. However, we also face some threats owing to the unrestricted entry into the market, the political instability, and the lack of control over logistics. So why is there a demand for our two products? Due to large land holdings amongst the middle class in Kashmir, kitchen gardens are really popular, and such consumers demand organic manure as opposed to high-grade fertilizers. If you talk about our biogas, there is demand for it as it is just much more affordable, has higher efficiency, about 30 to 40% more than traditional fuels, and it's also environment friendly. Here is a brief overview of our predicted finances. You can take a quick look as to how our finances would look like in the future. Thank you. That is all from us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Can we have the last slide, please? The second last one that had the financials and the final conclusions. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Our next team, which is going to present, is Tagore International School, East of Kailash. Request students from Tagore International School, East of Kailash, to please come and present their ideas.
Behind every piece of leather lies a confused heart, which beats no more, and a blood-covered hand, which is overthrown by greed. Animals do not have a mouth to blame us, but we have a brain to make them believe in us. So in front of you is Hoku, a vegan leather brand by Quero House. Sustainability simplified.
The problems we focus on are animal cruelty, the degradation of the environment due to the production of animal and faux leather, as well as the common interests of vegans and animal activists, which remain unfulfilled due to leather manufacturing. What our business and Hoku brings to the floor is the production of vegan leather, which cancels both animal cruelty and environmental deterioration, and also helps us fulfill SDG 15, Life on Land concerned with putting an end to poaching and animal trafficking in Target 15.7. With the increase in awareness about the current status of our planet's health, we are sure this product has a long way to go. Making this leather is simple and involves the use of household items like tea and its components, along with SCOBY as a main component, as can be seen here as a thin layer of line. And once it is processed and dried, it forms a layer of vegan leather, which ultimately is used to make the products.
Mission and social impact. Our whole team is dedicated to consumer satisfaction. We also wish to spread awareness through collaborations and product promotions. Being young entrepreneurs, employee development is one of the features we want to focus on. Animal welfare and environmental preservation are some of the social impacts we would like to create. Unique selling proposition. A new product in the Indian market, we have the first mover's advantage. Also, our products are environmental friendly with zero waste and are very affordable. We have a vast market to cater to due to the huge vegetarian population in India.
Talking about the business model, the description of expenses include the variable material expenses, including black tea, coffee, bee wax, mineral oil, and sugar. The fixed expenses include the sewing machine and storing boxes. The miscellaneous expenses also include electricity and boilers, which we have not counted as we are operating from home. The economies of 1 unit include the cost of goods sold to be 940 and the contribution margin to be 50 rupees. Intermediaries include hooks, buttons, threads, and reels, zips, and decorative items.
Marketing and sales. Our marketing and sales strategies, considering the ongoing pandemic, includes introducing our product to the online market before selling it physically. Next.
Sales projections include rings, earrings, wallets, and bracelets. Due to the ongoing pandemic, we can sell only 7 units and earn a net profit of rupees 80.
Analysis. These statistics clearly show that our customers are satisfied with our products and are willing to recommend them to other people. Startup funds. We required the raw materials as mentioned. Total startup expenditure required is rupees 17,450. After keeping emergency fund and reserve for fixed expenses, the total startup investment is rupees 2 lakhs. The funds have been raised from internal sources. The return on investment and return on sales have been mentioned below.
Future plans. We plan to start our business at home, with Delhi and NCR being our market, and obviously expand it to the worldwide market in the future. We want to create a physical store for our product in the future. Right now, we are selling just accessories. However, we wish to expand it to the fashion, automobile, and the textile industries in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tagore International School, east of Kailash. We now have 30 minutes for jury to deliberate. Next team coming up would be Strawberry Fields High School, Chandigarh. We welcome Strawberry Fields High School, Chandigarh.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to welcome you all to a virtual experience like never before. I welcome you to Consilium, our virtual event management company where virtual doesn't feel distant. Consilium, derived from the Latin word for planning, aims to plan a series of high-quality events, from education to esports and to normal sports in the future. We aim to foster a community of like-minded individuals with a series of fun educational and gaming events, including quizzes, debates, esports, and many more. Our mission is simple: to provide a platform to people to showcase their talents and be awarded for the same. Over to you, Adidev.
A unique selling point is that we are trying to tap into a market which is undiscovered, that of gaming, and increase knowledge among the youth about current affairs. Seeing the new normal, all events will be conducted online as it's the safest approach, and all gaming events will be conducted on Discord, while our educational events will be conducted on Zoom.
Education. Education is one such aspect that can never be forgotten. Our daily life is full of various teaching forms which we can enhance our understanding. The sustainable development goal that we focus on is good quality education, as we have events such as debating and quizzes. This provides everyone an opportunity to develop their skills and knowledge. Our educational events will provide a platform for people to showcase their talents to a wider interactive audience, thereby enabling self improvement through constructive criticism and feedback. Gaming too is an important part of our company. Although it is always seen in a negative light, our company tries to showcase the positive aspects of gaming, such as a much needed break from the monotony of lockdown and innovativeness. I now present to you a series of exhilarating and competitive events. First, we have a Concilium debate. Unwithered by the virtual experience, we present to you Concilium's debate event, an online debate acting as a platform for individuals to discuss, deliberate, and debate upon multiple age-old and renewed issues that plague the world today. Virtual Treasure Hunt. Enter, enter into Concilium's virtual treasure hunt, where we test the limits of your analytical skills and make you travel all across the internet to find the winning prize. The quiz. A well-known form of a test of knowledge, our innovative quizzes will test you on your knowledge of current affairs, history, and much more. And art competition, which in times of monotony and weariness, we present to you our month-long and extremely inventive art competition. Over to you, Adidev.
Our league enables players to do the fabulous crosses on FIFA or make brave dunks on NBA. The opportunities are endless. Next, we have Concilium's very own Minecraft server, in which we organize fun-filled, creative, and PvP battles for those who wish to explore Minecraft's limitless adventures and endless happenings. And at last, we have our immersive Battle Royale event, enabling players to jump onto a map, scavenging weapons and items from which to eliminate others and work to be the last player standing. Our Discord server currently has over 200 participants, and we conduct we conduct competitions on it, or free competitions all the time on it. Over to Ibadat, she'll be explaining our marketing strategy.
Now, as we know, marketing is an important part of any event or any startup. We have divided our marketing plan into two phases, post event and pre event. Now, under post event or pre event, we have content and blogging videos. Content and blogging video is mainly inclusive of small reels or teasers which will be released on our social media platforms to build anticipation. And our social media will have handles on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We will have reviews from Discord servers to increase the efficiency of our operations. Then we will also have the content and blogging videos as a key for our event launch. Then post event, we will also be conducting various surveys which will increase the understanding between the organizers and the consumers. We have also conducted various surveys. We had a total of 180 responses based on which we collected various and we formulated most of our events. Thank you. Over to Daman.
Thank you, Ibadat. Finally, we come to the financial aspects pertaining to the company. We have provided the financial estimates and figures in the slide showing on the screen. As we have previously mentioned, the educational events and the gaming events will be conducted on Zoom and Discord server, respectively, the costs of which are provided in the table. We have also conducted a market survey. The cost is again shown there. And other costs include the website cost for participants to register themselves for the event and the initial cash prizes for the winners of the initial competitions. The total capital requirement, barring the fixed cost expenses and the reserves, comes out as 20,500 rupees or 20,480 rupees to be exact. The projected return on sales for the company comes around at 17%. Next slide, please. So these are the fixed and variable costs that will be incurred by the company.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Strawberry Fields High School, Chandigarh. Thank you for your presentation. We will now have 30 seconds for the jury to deliberate. Our next team coming up to present their idea is PYDS Learning Academy, Dehradun. We welcome you all.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our brand name is Savera, Fashion That Empowers. I am Khushi Sharma, the Purchase Manager of Savera. So our project focuses on women empowerment through employment opportunities. We request our judges to be mindful of inflated figures reflecting in our presentation, as we do not have much time to do changes in all our slides. So, and we only worked with one woman in our neighborhood. So here we start. On our campus, we have Anita Di with her siblings who only have PYDS as her family. She is a skilled tailor and and learning this craft since many years. Owing to COVID, both on her job training and orders from the nearby people had come to a halt. Now Sukanya, the CEO of Savera, will take over. Through Savera, we are trying to generate employment opportunities for skilled women. During this pandemic time, Aditi is able to work from her place only. Our mission is to create value in local households by making a difference in the lives of our customers and employees through sustainable trending fashion. Our social impact is every year, approximately 13 million tons of leftover clothes are thrown away. So our designs and products are mainly made up of katrans. As you can see here, this design is made up of katran, and we deal with masks, kurtas, accessories, cushion covers. We also provide an option of customization where the customers can give their personal touch to their product. We offer gift pouches of seats with our product. Our brand Savera is based on three principles: sustainability, affordability, and reliability. Now I hand over to Harshita Kundir, the finances manager of Savera. We engage in pan-India dealings and we have used social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook, and we have also made a website to promote our brand. This year, the finance of Savera began with the initial investment of rupees 5,000, out of which we invested rupees 3,022 for buying raw materials. We sold 60 masks for rupees 10 each, 5 kurtas, and 4 scrunchies for rupees 10 each. The gross revenue for this earned a profit of rupees 2,418 rupees. We didn't invest much on space as we provided raw materials to our Didi at her doorstep, remembering her safety during this pandemic period. Now, I would request Aman, the marketing and sales manager, to take over.
We now aim and look forward to employ at least 20 to 30 women in our community by 2030. We even plan to expand our company and have centers all across the nation. We even plan to transfer ownership to our Didi and keep ourselves as not less involved in this project, so that we can more focus on our motive. We have achieved a lot till now. We have given our Didi a platform where she can sell her products. She is now getting importance in the society and getting to know her true potential. At last, we have learned a lot through this project. We learned teamwork, we learned to take responsibilities, we learned to take ownership. Although we belong to a low budget school, we were able to experience what we would not be able to experience otherwise. So at last, I would like to thank Teagle for giving us this golden opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PYDS, for that presentation. Our next team that is coming up is Delhi Public School, Sector 45, Gurgaon. Over to you, Delhi Public School, Sector 45, Gurgaon.
So let's have a look at the journey of the store. The major problem that we are facing is that approximately 80 to 85% of the toys sold in India are imported, which are majorly from China. The knowledge of our country's prestigious traditions and cultures is also declining.
We are offering solutions to these problems. To make India Atmanirbhar, we are introducing a wide range of toys made to fulfill this need. The social initiative of providing employment to the economically marginalized sections is also being fulfilled. We are giving a boost to the traditional handicraft industry, and we are also contributing to the Prime Minister's vision of being vocal for local.
At Dastoor Private Limited, we produce handmade eco-friendly dolls which can be used as decorative or showpieces for homes, offices, etc. Our product is 100% eco-friendly. Our dolls can also be used as a toothpick holder, as tissue paper holder, or as toys by young children. Integrating social practices. Being made up of paper, our product is completely sustainable and eco-friendly. Owing to the current pandemic, we provide employment to the people who are out of their jobs, following the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, reducing the dependence on foreign markets for the production of toys. It also motivates the youth of our country to understand and cherish the culture of India.
So our one unit is one paper doll, and it's costing us around 350 to produce it. On the right hand side, you can see the breakup of the cost. We are selling one unit for 450, so this gives us a contribution margin of 100 and a monthly break-even point of around 29 units. The cost of our raw material is low because it is readily available in the market and is quite inexpensive. But yes, the cost of our labor is high because each unit is intricately produced and it is a time-consuming process. Also, during these times in the pandemic, we don't want to be hard on the poor handicraft workers. We want to give them fair wages.
Market analysis. We have a very wide market from a small 10-year-old to an elderly person. Anyone can purchase our product. Everyone has their own utility of purchasing it. For example, a child may buy it as a toy. Initially, we are restricted to the Delhi NCR region for our sales, but yes, as we grow, we are sure to expand to other regions for our sales.
The store witnesses competition from similar companies like the Fine Art Gallery, Craft Asia, and Craft Kriti in the handicraft industry. However, the very fact that the store has eco-friendly dolls sets us apart from our competitors.
Marketing and advertising. Since social media is the most powerful communication channel in the world and digital marketing the best strategy, we would like to go with the same. The Store Limited began its promotional activities in October in full swing by launching its Instagram page.
Now let's look at the SWOT analysis of this tool. For the handicraft industry, we see a large potential market with production flexibility and low capital investment. However, the industry sees very little attraction from teenagers who are easily attracted to Chinese goods and toys.
So here's the data, actual data. We have sold around more than 350 units from January, earning a profit of more than 9,000. This is the cost versus revenue curve, and from here you can analyze that from April to July, our operations were completely halted due to the nationwide lockdown. This is the entire data compiled from January to November. These are the compiled figures. Certain facts to consider here are that from April to July, due to the nationwide lockdown, we couldn't sell more than 24 units, and that is why today we are below our projections that were estimated. But now we have bucked up, and from September to November, we have sold more than 200 units. In the requirement, in the projections, our capital fund was estimated to be 6 lakhs, but till now only 36,000 has been called up as per the requirement, which gives us a return on investment of over 26% and a return of sales of around 5.51%. The 6 lakhs capital has been divided into 6,000 shares of 100 each, but till now only rupees 6 per share has been called up. Now
Our future plans are very ambitious. We aim to become a link between the poor handicraft workers and the potential customers. We are sure to encash this opportunity with the best price mix suited for the Indian market. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Delhi Public School, for your presentation. Thank you. The next team coming up is the Shriram School, Molsari, Gurgaon.
50 cigarettes a day for an endless period of time. Welcome to Delhi, where breathing is a crime. Namaste, we're the stubble solution. Annually during winter, farmers are forced to burn entire acres of rice crop residue called stubble in massive field fires, contributing up to 70% of Delhi's air pollution, which is known to reduce lifespans by almost 5 years.
We are a service connecting natural fiber industries directly to farmers by forming a cooperative society. Therefore, we disrupt the value chain so that farmers profit out of what they've burnt.
We aim to collaborate and innovate, spreading our values across the globe by creating a demand for stubble in the urban market. We have a wide range of social impacts, from reducing pollution to expanding education, and hence contribute to SDG 11, sustainable communities for all of us.
Description of service. The natural fiber industry branches out into several markets. And we have an innovative handicrafts product range as displayed in my background, built in collaboration with Pala Decor, to show you that who says garbage cannot be gold. We're here to ensure that stubble is sold. We are the organizing committee who directly connect clients to a marketing cooperative society of farmers who are led by an experienced administrative committee. And we ourselves are divided into a subset of 4 teams.
Last year, 25 million tons of stubble was burnt in India. What's more, this figure is rapidly rising, so we have a huge potential for growth. We have already sold stubble worth 6,000 rupees and have recently confirmed a deal of 14,000 rupees, ramping up our actual sales to 20,000 rupees.
We reached out to several potential clients, networked with industry experts, including the MD of the largest cooperative in India, Amul Dairy. We've started legal registration with the voluntary aid of a corporate lawyer, Mr. Dhoot. What's more, we won 2 business pitches and have 10,000 rupees in grants thanks to that.
This is our business model. For every 100 kgs of stubble, we have a contribution margin of 850 rupees, and our selling price is 2,000 rupees. We've already crossed our monthly break-even point, and we have limited monthly expenses.
Last year, the annual natural fiber industry sales was a whopping 108 billion US dollars. And we have a target market size this year of up to 75,000 people. We target bulk buyers looking for a cheaper alternative. From cold calling to having a youth awareness campaign, this is just an insight into how our marketing team constantly ideates. These are our social media platforms and website prototype.
Most of our competitors, such as the Happy Serum Machine and Delhi government's spray method, is focused on disposing of stubble. Plus, they're often expensive to implement on a large-scale level. Moreover, solutions such as Kriya Labs that try to make use of stubble have a very high capital investment cost. On the other hand, we aim to use systems that already exist and have virtually no investment in machinery to process stubble. Therefore, we can return profits to farmers by introducing products that have a demand in the urban market.
All 4 of us are from the Shriram School, Malsari, currently studying in grade 11. I'm Palak Jolly, founder and CEO of this initiative.
I am Riganka Roy Chaudhary, Head of Research and Development.
I'm Tara Jingopinath, the marketing head for the project.
And I'm Nantara San, Head of Design and Content.
Sales projections. Although we'll have low sales when we focus on stocking stubble in our warehouse, we'll see peak sales during March and September each year. For the upcoming cycle, we will have sales of 8 lakh rupees and profits worth 3,40,000 rupees. Our yearly sales, on the other hand, show a clear upward trend. In 6 years, our profits will go over 5 million rupees. In total, we require a startup investment of just 5,90,000 rupees, and we assure our investors an extremely healthy ROI of 57.6% and ROS of 42.5%.
Even the sky isn't the limit for us. Besides expanding the range of stubble we work with, we can even start making products ourselves. In keeping with our vision, even our market will expand from pan-Indian to global.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, the Shriram School, Mulsari, Gurgaon, for your presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the opportunity. It means a lot. Thank you, TCALF.
Our next team who will be presenting is Spring Day School, Dholakua, New Delhi.
You're walking in a mall, shopping for your mom's 63rd birthday. The year 2021 is barely a month away, and your phone is still buzzing with COVID-19 updates. You get into an elevator and your hand stops as you move to push the buttons. There's the resistance you feel because of the possible presence of the virus there. What do you do now?
You take out GermStyle, a touchless solution to make your life germ-free. GermStyle has an ergonomic design and is easy to use. Just hold on one side and use the other to touch the foreign surfaces.
A virus is afloat in the world that affects every person. For that, we came up with an innovative product, a solution which eliminates a need for direct contact between a person and an unknown surface.
What's not to like about this medical device? With a holder, a stylus, a hook, a doorknob opener, a touch surface, and a key attachment to attach IDs, keys, and other accessories, ThermStyle is the most well-rounded device in the market today, and your best friend. In a world where people are matching their masks with their outfits, we hope to add just one more accessory with claims, safety, and fashion.
While building the company to understand the logistics of our business, we conducted a SWOT analysis along with in-depth market analysis such as surveys of people taking precautions, COVID key usefulness, and knowledge of the key. As far as the marketing of the product is concerned, of course, we'll use social media platforms, freebies, billboards, promotions to third parties such as doctors and delivery persons. But sounds pretty basic, right? Aside from the regulars, we went on another path.
So, who doesn't follow fashion bloggers and influencers these days? Keeping that in mind, we teamed up with various fashion bloggers and influencers and found different and unconventional ways to market our product. We organized fashion contests and the contestants would match their outfits and make up looks with the Germ style key. And the winners got a special edition customized keys and free masks. Interesting, isn't it? It's like guerrilla marketing and the social media marketing had the perfect baby.
We will be targeting B2B audience where we will give our product in bulk to large companies like Zomato and Swiggy for their delivery persons to squash any possibility of direct contact between a delivery executive and the customer. We will be distributing our product in a B2C manner also via small shops as well.
Germstyle has a competitive edge on various bases when compared to the other COVID keys available in the market, as you can see on the screen. Companies like Minamart and Innovera do not provide us with these facilities and still charge higher rates.
Our cost per unit is around 45 rupees and we plan on selling a product at a price of 60 rupees with a profit margin of 15 rupees. We believe that we would be able to sell around 600 units per month, which would imply that we would be able to sell around 7,200 units in a year. The material our company uses to manufacture the product isn't just PVC, but recycled PVC.
Studies suggest that PVC is one of the best materials to combat the virus, allowing the virus to linger on its surface for a much shorter time, much less than the hard materials.
With our product circling around the presence of the pandemic, you might question the company's standing once the pandemic subsides. The device could assist people with pathological fears of contamination and germs, those obsessed with sanitation and feel compelled to clean excessively.
In the future, we could shift our objective to cater to these needs, become a need to remove those fears from their minds regarding their surroundings. It serves as a precautionary measure against various pre-existing diseases such as chickenpox, which can be transmitted through direct contact. Therefore, the product would still be relevant in a post-pandemic world.
Think safe, think germ style.
Germ style is the address to go touchless.
Thank you, team. Thank you so much, Springdales, for your presentation. We now have the next team. Judges, are you ready? Our next team is Maharaja Savai Bhavani Singh School, Jaipur.
Namaskar, hello, Vadakkam, Khammagani, Sasrikal, Assalamu alaikum. We, the team Indianism, present our business model in front of all the esteemed judges and the fellow finalists. So be a part of our journey and enjoy.
The problems we are addressing through our product are as major problem among children is that they are not aware about some facts of the Indian state, including their own state. Another major problem is that Indians have lost interest in domestic tourism because of lack of awareness. As a result, there is an increasing trend in international tourism. Through our club, we would be promoting indigenous tourism.
For every problem, there is a solution. We too have brains from every day and came up with an exciting solution. We provide our customer with entertainment, knowledge of India's state and their inherited pride. And at the same time, it also decreases the screen time of children.
So here's our mission and social impact that we are dealing with through a product. First, entertainment. It is the basic thing that any game would provide, but our game also has a sense of competitiveness with it. Second, knowledge, which is the USP of our game. We provide knowledge with the help of our specially designed cards that contains information about every state of India. And finally, promoting tourism. How? As I mentioned earlier, we provide some basic facts about every state. So, on reading, the person can get an idea which place to visit. This will surely help him to make his journey to any place or to the destination of his choice in India a memorable experience.
So as you have already heard my fellow teammates about the product Bharat Darshan, board games are found in almost every household. Then what's so special in our product? It is unique and versatile. The components of our game is mainly made up of eco-friendly, recycle and homemade material, which makes our product special as it is environment friendly. It not only promotes the Make in India campaign, but also promotes the niche market of handmade products. These are some beautiful cards of our game.
Our income statement, please have a look.
So our product is part of the toy industry. We opted for this industry because the annual sales of the toy industry were around $1.75 billion. So we thought that our product might have a better opportunity in this sector. Our product is utilized more efficiently by the children between the age groups of 7 to 14 years. Curiosity of small children add a big plus point to our product. So this slide briefs us about our advertising strategy. We have taken help of social media as a platform to reach the people living in remote areas. We advertise through Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and through our official website.
Our competitors' monopoly and the game of life. We have competitive edge over these games played worldwide as they don't provide knowledge or promote tourism that we do. These are some of the qualifications of our team. Please have a look.
These are the sales projections of our company. From 5 units sold, our total revenue was rupees 4,000 with a net profit of rupees 1,250. The number of units sold monthly are shown in the graph below. Our total startup expenditure was rupees 2,750 with an emergency fund of rupees 1,000 and a total startup investment of rupees 5,000. The ROI and ROS were 25% and 31.25% respectively.
We have derived a future plan for next year while keeping in mind all the feedback we see from our customer. We may incorporate certain changes to upgrade our product for user satisfaction. In 2022, we are planning to expand the company by integrating sponsorship with big business houses. In 2023, we foresee to enhance employment opportunities and also introducing new editions of our game for our customers.
On behalf of all my teammates, I sincerely thank the respected judges for providing us an opportunity on this platform and to be a part of this journey. We would like to conclude by saying that our game is not just a game, but it represents the entire nation. Remember, we stand for and represent Indianism. Thank you once again.
Indianism.
Thank you very much, Maharaja Savai Bhavani Singh School, Jaipur. Thank you for your presentation. Judges, are you ready for the next presentation? The next school presenting is Scottish High International School, Gurugram. I invite Scottish High International School, Gurgaon.
Before we start, I have a small game called Two Truths and a Lie. I will be making 3 statements, one of which is a blatant lie. So let's play. First, coal takes 1 million years to form. Second, nearly 67 million tons of food produced in India goes waste. And lastly, the waste fruits and vegetables from your dinner could replace coal as an energy source.
Well, Rida, I'm sure everyone here believes that the third statement you said is a lie.
And Sonakshi, they're not wrong. However, we are here to challenge that claim. A very good evening, everyone. I present to you Embers, Flames of the Future. What we strive to do is to become a brand that revolutionizes today's coal industry by tackling major world problems such as exhaustion of resources, waste disposal, deforestation, and pollution, and aims to work on not 1, but 3 UN SDGs. Our company works with the vision to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable, recycled, and affordable energy.
Fuel wood is the principal component of rural domestic energy. Having very low combustion efficiency, the burning of wood leads to the emission of tremendous amount of smoke, which is inhaled by the villagers. Embers provides them with an eco-friendly alternative, which burns longer. And in addition to that, we strive to generate employment in the rural sector, as our briquettes hardly require any technical knowledge for its production. At Embers, we provide a clean and cheap source of energy as an alternative to wood and traditional charcoal. For this, organic waste is dried for 2 weeks until it is blackened, after which it is burned. The smoke produced while burning is converted into wood vinegar, which can later be used as a pesticide. After that, clay and starch solution is added to form a paste, which is finally put into molds. 2 days later, the briquettes dry up and the charcoal is ready to use. Clay here acts as a binder and it reduces the emission of smoke.
We are a part of the energy sector. Our target audience are families, restaurants, and hotels using charcoal for barbecue and cooking purposes. Our target market size is 1.3%.
The cost of production is rupees 170 per 2 kgs, and we will be selling our product at rupees 185. Hence, our estimated contribution margin is rupees 15. Since our product's price is much lower as compared to the average market price, we offer a whooping 34% savings to our customers. Moreover, through our surveys, we have estimated that our average monthly sales would be 150 units, which would increase during the winter seasons. Hence, we intend to break even at 74 units with 3.1% return on sales. We require a starter fund of rupees 86,000 and we will be providing 12% ROI to our investors.
We want embers to be the first name that comes to mind when people think about charcoal. We'll do this by advertising on social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram until our website is created. We'll be tying up with grill companies, online portals like Amazon, and other e-commerce websites which exclusively sell coal. As you can see, we've got a competitive advantage over all the other brands in the market. Our brand is the only one to tick all the boxes and satisfy every need of the consumer, the environment, as well as the society. The weakness of our product is that our briquettes have a lower burning time as compared to coal, and lighting the charcoal may become cumbersome. On the other hand, government platforms like Startup India provide us a great opportunity to expand production and open doors for export, as there is a huge international application, especially in the third world countries.
The greatest threat to the planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Human society sustains itself by transforming nature into garbage. We at Embers do exactly the opposite. So for everyone getting cold this Christmas, maybe we can meet up and get the grill going. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Scottish High International School, for your presentation.
Thank you.
Judges, can we have the next presentation? The next school which is coming up is Shiv Nadar School, Gurgaon. Can we please welcome Shiv Nadar School, Gurgaon?
Namaskar everyone. Our company's name is Saujanyam, which is a Sanskrit word which means protection, and our product provides exactly that. The name of our product is Mask. Our company is headed by the CEO and the COO. Next. The need of the hour is masks that are highly effective in reducing COVID transmission. Next. The solution is our Smart Masks mask, which detects people with a fever within a 6 feet radius and helps prevent transmission. Next. Our mission statement is to create a COVID-free ecosystem by creating a sustainable and smart protective gear. Next. Our product detects people with a fever within a radius of 6 feet using a body temperature detecting device. The Bluetooth-enabled chip allows us to connect with the phone through this Mask app and will notify you with a notification on your phone when it detects someone with COVID-19 symptoms. It also has a built-in HEPA air purifier, which is a replaceable filter. Next. Our business model is based on key partners, key activities, customer relationship, customer segment, key resources like our mask is made of recycled cloth, value proportions, and channels that are the direct and indirect channel. Over to the MD.
So our marketing strategies of SMASK are the traditional 4 Ps, which are promotion, physical distribution, product, and price. But we also give immense importance to people through our motivated personnel. Next. We have done a competitive market analysis, which denotes that mask has become an essential product in everyone's household. So with this in mind, our company's objective is to create a life-changing, smart, and sustainable product. Over to Sumanshu.
Our pricing strategy depends on the marketing conditions and the competitive strategies. Next. Our strategic concern is based on the systematic and analytical basis. It's to cover the cost and profit margins and is also based on the outlook of the customers. The pricing per mask is dependent on the fixed and the variable costs. Next. Price variable cost distribution is dependent on the manufacturing cost, which comes up to about 550 rupees, and the distribution and the advertising cost, which covers about 550 rupees each. So the total variable cost of the product is about 600 rupees per unit. Next. This is the design skeleton of our product, which has 2 chips on either sides covering a radius of 180 degrees each, and consists of an air purifier placed in the middle. Next.
Promotional strategies. Our promotional strategy is divided into 3 major parts, which is tying up with other companies, providing a discount on masks purchase, and giving a warranty of up to 1 year. distribution plan. Our two important decisions are channels of distribution and physical distribution. Components of physical distribution are order processing, transportation, warehousing, and inventory control. And we would like to further diversify ourselves into e-commerce. Over to
Our
Tanushree.
depend on societal need, and our product is required and will sell in the pandemic. We face competition with certain companies in the market such as 3M and Honeywell.
So our sales projections tell us that in the month of March, we'll be able to sell 12,000 units of our mask. And in the coming years, we're going to diversify into products like green sanitizer. And these are projected sale numbers. Next to
Startup funds include strategic investors and angel investors, and we also plan to tie up with major established companies. The best source of finance for a company at the moment are venture capitalists. Next. This is the aggregated profit and loss statement for the next 4 years. Next. This is the estimated balance sheet for the financial year of 2021. Next. The corporate social responsibilities include helping animals, especially stray dogs, and contributing 1% of our sales to old age homes.
Sorry to interrupt, team, but your time's up.
All right.
The next school that's coming up is Tagore International School, Vasant Vihar. Tagore International Vasant Vihar. Team, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Think about the last time you were in a dilemma of whether or not to dispose of your old clothes, and once you did, ever wondered where they went? Presenting to you Fabric Create, reusing through restyling. Wastage lies in the heart of fashion. Most of the discarded clothes are not recycled, even though more than 90% of these can be recovered and reused. Fast fashion has become the order of the day, making the fashion industry the second largest polluter. Discarded clothes find their way to landfills, adding to the ever mounting waste. We have a sustainable solution to all of this. We aim to restyle fabrics that are no longer in use into memorable, durable, affordable, and reliable home decor and utility products. Here's how. We gather old clothes no longer serving their original purpose, segregate them into according to their fabric, color, and design, restyle them, and convert them into our products. We then customize our products and finally deliver them to our customers using Indian Postal Services. Voila.
Sustainability is our main goal. All our materials are reused. We provide employment to tailors and the support staff of our school and incorporate traditional artwork. Because vocal for local. Lastly, we value the emotional attachment people have with their clothes. We are here to give a new life to your clothes. In fact, our first table runner was made from our grandmother's old silk sari. And of course, we keep in mind the UN SDGs, Goal 11, Goal 12, and Goal 13.
Coming to the product description, pouches are made from old denim and discarded shirts, spacious and a delight for adult and kids. The table runners are made from old silk saris. They bring color to the room. Piroshiki table runner come gift wrap. Something special here. Piroshiki is a traditional Japanese wrapping technique. Use this to gift people and they can use it as a table runner later. Trivets and coasters are made from denim. They go on different surfaces and prevent any scratches.
Now coming to the business model. One denim pouch costs us ₹100 and we sell it at ₹140. One table runner costs us $250 and we sell it for $350. The Piroshiki table runner costs us ₹150 and the selling price $210. A pack of 2 coasters costs us ₹60 and we sell at $85. One trivet costs us ₹70 and we sell it at $100. As soon as we sell 662 units, we will be able to recover our fixed investment cost, that is, our machinery. We've made a net profit of 17.68% or 7,087 rupees, and our ROI stands at 10%. Our target audience is the household sector. To make customers connect with Fabric Create, we aim to use social media, provide discounts if customers bring their own clothes, work with influencers, and approach CSR funds from companies. Happy and satisfied customers are one of our top priorities. We have sold 247 units of all products combined over a span of 5 months. Given the COVID-19 situation, we did the best we could. We do not have any direct competition because sustainable fashion is not a popular and valued concept in India. Also, our products are reasonably priced with sustainability ingrained in our roots. We started with a capital contribution of 70,000 with 4 board of directors and 6 members. In the future, we plan to conduct workshops for creating awareness about sustainability, make deliveries with the help of auto and e-rickshaw drivers, and diversify our product range. We are a successful team of 10 with Maldika, Prerna, Sanya, and Suhana as the board of directors under the guidance of Miss Manpreet Kaur. And we thank TGEL and JA India for this brilliant fabricate. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Thank you so much for your presentation. Our last team for today is the Shriram School, Aravali, Gurgaon. May we now have the Shriram School, Aravali, Gurgaon.
Sure, ma'am. Namaste, my name is Aryan Chand and I'm the Chief Technology Officer.
Namaste, my name is Arsh Choli and I'm the Chief Executive Officer.
Namaste, my name is Sukansh Kataria and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer.
Namaste, I'm Aryan Srivastava, the Chief Financial Officer, and we present to you AutoSite.
Blind spots in heavy motor vehicles is a major cause of life-threatening road accidents in India. The lack of OEM fitment of safety and driver assistance features in vehicles being manufactured in India is also a major cause of concern. Due to blind spots, a conductor or a navigator is often required to aid the driver while lane changing on highways and while maneuvering the vehicle on hilly terrains. Thus, we came up with AutoSite, a lane vision enhancement system which completely eliminates those blind spots. The need for an extra conductor or a navigator is also omitted.
So how does our product work? We offer our product in 2 variations. Firstly, for HMVs and secondly for LMVs. As you can see here, Arsh is showing you our product and our product has been fit on an LMV. The product also comes with inbuilt LED lights which enable it to work as effectively in the night as in the day. For the LMV variant, it comes with 2 cameras and for the HMV variant, it comes with 3 cameras. On the dashboard, there's a custom LCD display where the feed from the cameras are received and a switch to turn the product on and off. Each camera covers a 120-degree wide aperture, which completely eliminates all the blind spots. The system is powered by the inbuilt battery of the car, and therefore no external battery source is required. Our product has also been tested on a 4-wheeler for about 35 days. So moving on to the business model, which consists of 4 main steps. We start by manufacturing the product and sending it to transport companies, following which a team shall inspect the product for minute inaccuracies so that the customer doesn't receive a malfunctioning product. After which our sales channels, which include dealers and retailers, will put forward the product in the automobile market, and finally the customer will receive a fully packaged product which can be installed by the local electrician.
Yes, thank you. Moving on to the market opportunity. So we aim to market our product via digital marketing and by taking it to different auto expos. We've also kept in mind that India is a very price sensitive market. So the prices are kept accordingly, which are very, very affordable. Also, our target audience includes individual owners of vehicles, commercial vehicle dealerships and fleet owners. Moving on to the next slide, where we'll talk about the competition and where we stand. So as you can see on the screen, AutoSite serves a very similar purpose to the competition that we have, but the difference kicks in when we talk about the price and the location. So the price is around $150, which is considerably cheaper than the competition that we have. And the location is in India, which helps us to cater our society and our public. Another edge that we have is that our product is retrofitted, which makes it universal for every customer and vehicle. Over to you, Aryan.
Thank you. So these are our sales projections for the coming year. We start off with 50 units in the first month, move on to 75, and then there's an increasing trend for the rest of the year. The product cost will be $109, which will include the material cost, fitment labor, and manufacturing labor, while the selling price will be $150, making our net profit margin for the first year to be $32,021. Now we come to the funds which need to be raised, which are $23,931.
which can be divided into three broad categories: some manufacturing and material costs, which will take $10,100. Marketing and management will take about $5,300, and some miscellaneous costs like office space and electricity, which will take $8,530.
So now coming to our future plan and next steps, after selling our first 1,600 units, we want to focus on software development and implementing new hardware such as proximity sensors. For fundraising, the first rounds will be done through a friends and family round. After that, we'll grow through a crowdfunding campaign, and then the rest of the portion of the funds will be raised through angel investors and venture capitalists. For the manufacturing, logistics, and distribution, we will first have a test run of our product where we will supply our product to a certain group of users. We will take the valuable feedback and implement that in our product. As Arjun Srivastava already said, our company is a B2B model. Thank you.
So this is the timeline which showcases what we've done till now and what we plan to do in the future. And with this, we conclude our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, judges.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the Shriram School, Aravali, Gurgaon. With this, we come to the end of the round one of the TGAF JA India Company of the Year competition. We've had 12 teams presenting their ideas so far. In round two, the teams will be breaking out in the rooms for panel interviews, the rules for which have been described earlier.
We won't wait for the last room to get free. I know the judges have other commitments that they have lined up for today. So if I may please request the judges who are out and who are here with us in the main room to please share your feedback. Bhakti and Priya, y'all were a part of room 2 and as well as have gone through the pitches in the morning. So any learning, any advice, suggestions, thoughts, we would be very, very happy to hear that. Bhakti, let's start with you and then we'll move to Priya.
Happy to go first. So first of all, I'd really like to congratulate everyone. I think the diversity of ideas that we have seen, everything from, protecting the environment to, promoting culture and safety and what have you are fantastic. And it's fantastic that a lot of y'all are also tying this into the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And I can tell you, that sort of framework has really gained a lot of traction, I think, particularly through COVID, where a lot of companies are, doing a lot of sort of self, introspection. So I think that's fantastic. Really appreciate the creativity and innovation. I think across the board, if I had to sort of just provide some guidance to really push and evolve the idea, because every startup idea should, be sort of going through a fairly fast evolution. I would say number one is really zero in on the target audience and the initial target audience. If you're saying everyone is my target audience or my user base is very, very large, I would actually, while that might be the case 3 years or 5 years down, I would encourage you to start with a very, very specific segment and then really zero in on that segment and understand what is it going to take to reach them, why would this be appealing, what should the pricing be, and so on and so forth. So, that would be my one advice. And, things like how are you going to get the right endorsements, to appeal to that segment and so on and so forth. So I know it sounds very simple, but there is really no substitute to really keeping your ear to the ground and understanding the customer.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhakti. That was definitely valuable and something that the young people need to think about. Very important that who is our client, who are we wanting to sell to, and how is it that we are attracting, what are the needs of that client, and how are we going to keep them engaged with us. It's all very well to get clients, but how do you keep them coming back to you? That's where the trick lies. Over to you, Priya.
Thank you so much. It was absolutely lovely being here and witnessing such amazing pitches. It just took me back to when I had started my company. And I think I was at least 10 years older than everyone here when I had started my company. So all of you are so inspirational. I mean, right, going through 3 hours of this, I think I have become inspired, to go back and put in even more hard work because I can see how much hard work all of you are putting in. So that was just mind blowing to see. And secondly, I personally run a business which is really focused on social impact. So it was really amazing to see that every single one of you had thought on the lines of business for good. And I think it's not very easy to think like that, especially in today's world. And all of you kept in mind the SDGs. I saw them across all your presentations. All of you thought about how can I make the world a better place. And I think that is what I took away from this entire 3 hours, that all of you want to give back, and not only create value but also give back to the society. So it's wonderful, it's brilliant. If this is what the next generation of entrepreneurs looks like, I am going to love the world that all of you are going to create. It's going to be a much better world for all of us out there and not leaving anyone behind. So congratulations to all of you with that. One thing I'll say to everyone here, all of you are still figuring it out. It's just the first few months, I think, for a lot of you for this business, but it was very heartening to see that so many of you already had tangible revenue, customers. It's very exciting. So my 2 cents, don't give up. You will have a lot of things to think about. You will have some bumps and roadblocks along the way. You might struggle in many aspects, but this is that is the part of the journey. So definitely don't give up. And secondly, try to dream really big. One thing that I would tell all of you is that I saw some of your plans 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line. By 2030, someone had said by 2030 we are going to do this. And I love how long term you're thinking, but dream really big, because anything is possible. Since you're starting now, trust me, if you dream in thousands, millions, billions, you can achieve it all. So that is what I would love to leave everyone with. And if there's any questions, anything at all, just feel free to reach out to me at any time. I would love to speak to any of you.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Priya. That was very encouraging, and also the value that you're there ready to help and mentor. We perhaps will take that up with you and see how going forward you can be a mentor for some of these student companies and connect you with them. Thank you ever so much. I see Shreya is also out. If I may request Shreya to please also give your thoughts and your feedback.
Sure. Thank you. This has been a wonderful opportunity for me personally to learn so much and to be inspired by the passion that I've seen across the board today. I mean, it's really heartening to see that today's students are interested in solving pressing problems of the day, as Priya also pointed out, that those are the problems that really keep them awake and, inspire them to look for out of the box solutions. And the solutions are also, like, in terms of maturity, it was amazing to see the level of maturity of the solutions proposed, the amount of thought that had gone into these into developing these solutions, and going beyond just ideation and actually having mature going to market strategies. And some of them have already started successfully running a business. They've got customers, they've sold units, they're beyond prototype. So it's just amazing to see the zeal and the innovative spirit that was there in each and every team, I think, today. And it was very inspiring. And I would like to echo what Priya said in terms of this is just the start of a journey. And it is and already I think you all have made amazing strides. An entrepreneur is somebody who is very serial in nature. So it doesn't end with one idea, it doesn't end with one problem, it doesn't end with one business. So do remember that and keep thinking entrepreneurially in everything that you do. And please feel free to reach out at any point for any kind of support. So thank you for this wonderful opportunity to interact with these really young and creative minds today.
Thank you so much, Shreya. A pleasure and a delight that you were able to join and give us the time. And again, thank you very much. Thank you for being here with us. Bhakti, I see your message in the chat. Thank you so much. I do realize you have another commitment.
Thank you
But
so much.
thank you so much.
Congratulations, everyone. Bye. See you. Bye.
Thank you. Lutz, can we have some message and your thoughts as well? We would love to hear from you too.
Sure. Firstly, thank you so much for this opportunity. This is the first time I've been invited to judge a student entrepreneurial event, and I was pleasantly surprised by the depth of presentations. These are comparable to some of the pitches that I have attended, be it in Hong Kong or in Lisbon, and the quality of content, the maturity in the way it was delivered, the research that went behind creating these decks. I was definitely surprised and happy. And at my trust here in Goa, we are actually hiring, and I was like, wait, we need these kind of people to join our team. I don't want to influence anyone to drop out of school. No, that's not the lesson here. But I was really very happy to see the quality of content that was delivered. Something that I would just like to put out is, when it comes to entrepreneurship, there's a lot of glamour and there's a lot of, the way people showcase entrepreneurship, but behind the scenes, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of tears. So my 2 cents is just to be persistent. If you are passionate about that idea, and keep going at it one day at a time. Of course, you have to have the overall vision to it, but it just takes that one step every day consistently to actually do good things. So yeah, all the best to everyone here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Louis. And thank you that despite all internet and other challenges, you were able to join in and give us time. But what you said is so true. We get caught up with the glamour, we get caught up with the success, but we don't see the failures, the challenges, and the hard work that goes towards making that success. And so very nicely put that there are so many challenges and pitfalls and failures that we as entrepreneurs have to keep crossing, keep learning from, but not succumbing to it. Keep moving on and keep achieving more and more. Thank you so much. Such a delight and a pleasure. And I think we are still waiting for our judges from room 1 to come out.
Dino,
And
maybe can I add something?
Please, Priya, please go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to add, because I just remembered one thing for all of you who are right now in the room. Many times it is being told to me especially, that, oh, you're very young, or you look young, you cannot achieve this, or you cannot do this, or you need to have a lot of qualifications before you do this kind of work or that kind of business. And it's been told to me many times. I actually started my company when I was 23, 22, 23. So that time all this was told to me, and of course I and it's been many years, but I still look young that way. So people still tell me that. But one thing if you ever believe, I think someone here was saying that we don't talk to the people directly because we look very young or something like that. Don't let that get in the way of your self confidence. I think even though you're young, the kind of work that all of you are doing, I think, don't let that fact of I think I'm too young to be doing this hold you back. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like a certain age or a certain education after which you can start a business. There is no such thing. I personally haven't done an MBA, just to put it out there. A lot of people say you have to do an MBA to start a business. So there are a lot of restrictions that society might put on you. But if you're passionate, whether you're a boy or a girl, whoever you are, and I'm very happy. Dino ma'am was saying earlier that all women were in the judging panel today as well. So don't let any of these things hold you back. Age, gender, where you live, it really doesn't matter. If you're really passionate, you can actually succeed in what you're doing. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Lovely. So beautifully put, Priya. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely. Age no bar, gender no bar. And Priya, as you know, that's been a mission with our organization as well, with our programs that we run, whether it's the leadership program or the entrepreneurial program. Those are definitely the tenets that we go by. that, there is no age for leadership and there is no age for the entrepreneurial spirit as well. But thank you so much for reminding all of us and reminding our students for that as well. Absolutely. There's no limitation to get us going if we are decided to be on that route. And if I may please request Sukrit and Swasti, let's start with Swasti. Swasti, if we can have feedback, your thoughts and comments, and then we will end up with Sukrit. Swasti, over to you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Dinu. Thank you all. So I would like to actually thank you so much for having me. It's really great opportunity to be with such young, creative, and talented minds. So I'm not giving a particular feedback, but to all the participants, I want to say that it's great that you all have started on your entrepreneurial journey so young. But just remember, you must be persistent and be at it going forward. I want to leave you all with this inspiring quote of Nelson Mandela: I never lose, I either win or I learn. So, congratulations to you all. Whether you win or you learn, remember you have already won.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Swasti. Thank you for those lovely words. And yes, absolutely. We always second Nelson Mandela that we either learn or we win, and it's all part that we grow with that. We put it to experience as we move on. Thank you so much for those encouraging words.
Thank you so much, Dinu.
And at our very end is, of course, Sukrit. I must tell everybody here, and as I mentioned that to the judges as well, Sukrit has been a young student with us, just very much like you. So, like all of you all are part of our TGELF programs and have gone through the entrepreneurship program. Well, when Sukrit was in school, we didn't have the entrepreneurship program, but we had a leadership program. And today, he is a successful entrepreneur in his own right. So Sukrit has started his journey exactly the way you have, with the TGELF program, in his school, being part of the the different engagements and initiatives. I remember the first year we did Harmony, Sukrit was there on the stage with us in our first Harmony, and we are really, really proud of having Sukrit here with us. So, Sukrit, over to you to give your little guidance and feedback to the young people. You're on mute, Sukrit. You're on mute.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think, I've been attached to TGAF now for what, 8 to 9 years. So it's been quite a journey seeing all of this from first as a student and then as a college student and then graduate school and then the real world. So it's been quite an experience. I think this is the second or the third time that I've judged this competition, and it's always a pleasure to see how young people are thinking and how they're trying to innovate and bring to market ideas that are so critical to us as a society at this point in time. um, I do understand that J by default you know pushes these students to add the sustainable development goals as parts of their businesses. But I think the one part that I was very impressed by is that most of these businesses were designed in a way that they had positive implications for society. And that's a fairly big deal because if a business from the starting out keeps in mind the societal impacts it has, or has at its core a circular economy type of function, like some companies here, it makes sense to actually propagate this kind of entrepreneurship. And for young people to be thinking like this, the ventures that you were discussing right now will all become real companies in no time. And these are trends which I'm so glad to see at the grassroots level, and I can't wait to see them, in the market in no time. Thank you so much for your incredible pitches.
Thank you. Thank you, Sukrit, for that lovely feedback. And yes, the encouragement that you've given and the motivation to these young people, the hope that these are budding entrepreneurs and their businesses can take off anytime at all. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, students and teachers. I hope you all enjoyed giving the pitches and the Q&A just as much as the judges have enjoyed listening to you. I'm getting messages on the chat from the judges as well as to how much they have enjoyed your pitches as well as the interviews with you. Just make sure that you carry on with this passion and that you carry on with this zest that you have in you. And who knows, one of you someday, 2 or 3, 4 years down the road, will be here with us as a judge, judging the next round of kids doing their entrepreneurial pitches in the competition. Who knows? Like Sukrit, we would invite you and say, please come and be a judge and now give your feedback and listen to these young people. Great. So before we leave, I'm going to hand over to my colleague Suchi. I think we need a nice photograph with all of your SDGs showing. And remember, please join us coming Sunday, 6th of December, 4:30 to 5:30 to get to know the results. And we would want to see everyone's happiness, joy, and reactions at that time. Over to you, Shuchi.
Thank you so much, Dinu ma'am. And thank you so much to all the students, all the teachers, and our dear judges. So happy to see these presentations and so inspired, as said by many judges. We are really, really inspired to see our school teams doing so well. And thank you so much. Like ma'am said, that there's no lose, like either you win or you learn. So we've learned a lot from you all. And we'll all end with a very cute picture of all of us smiling there. So if I can request, if your internet pack allows, please turn on your camera so that we can have your smiley faces. Thank you.
And the SDG posters. So let's
Yes.
have the SDGs also focused on. Okay, Shuchi ma'am, you're going to help us with the pictures.
Yes, ma'am, on it. Wow. Great. Thank you so much, students.